What's up, guys? Hi. What's up, guys? Ignore my bed. Oh, it's this way. Ignore my bed. It's Sunday, and my bed can look however I want. So shut up. Anyways, hi, Diavol. My cat's here. I'll be right back. So one day, I was thinking to myself, Cade, what is the greatest alien movie of all time? And the answer is Alien. I feel like that's pretty obvious. The name is Alien, and there's an alien in it. You can't get much better than that. So I was thinking, Cade, what is the second best alien movie of all time? And that would be Aliens. Basically Alien, but there's more aliens. And what alien movie can't, like, you know? You know? So, anyways, the movie we're looking at right now is not the best alien movie ever. No idea if it's the worst alien movie ever either. But it is an alien movie. So let's jump right into it. What's this movie, you ask? It is called Can of Worms. And let me tell you, spoiler, there is not one worm in here. Not a single worm. But whatever, it's fine. Let's hop into it, I guess. The movie starts off with this little boy named Mike, and it's storming outside, so that's how you know it's gonna be a good movie. He decides to send this message to space to be like, "Hey, I hate living here, brother. Get in line." And he's all like, "Hey, get me out of here." And he has a satellite in the. Why does he have a satellite in his backyard just for no reason? He has one. He has a satellite in his backyard. Just like every kid in the 90s, I guess. And he sends this message out to space. And let me just say, if sending a message looked that cool like now, I would be blowing up everyone's phones constantly. Imagine a concert and the light tech is just people sending things to your phones. That's awesome. Scammers would have the best job ever. And then we get taken to 2 weeks earlier. So the movie cuts to this kid, Mike, in his treehouse with his friend and his friend's little brother. He's telling this story about an alien, and there is doom.
Doomed?
So the story is about this little, like, alien baby that gets abandoned by their own race because they get raided or something. It gets put in this little pod to get sent to Earth. This kid, Mike, is all like, this alien is never gonna feel like he fits in.
The boy will be adopted and raised as an Earthling. But he'll never really feel at home.
And it sucks for this little alien guy.
He'll never feel as though this is the place he was meant to spend his life.
Are you sure?
It sounds like he's kind of self-projecting, to be for real. I guess Mike is just a little alien freak guy. But forget all about that stupid story, because we're at football! Touchdown! So his dad really wants him to be part of this football team. So he joins. He sucks at it. He's actually like really bad at football. It's shocking. This is also the moment where the love interest gets introduced. I think her name's Caitlin. She's a cheerleader. So obviously, you know, football cheerleader. You know where this is going. Oh hey, why is he the smallest dude on the field? I don't know if you see this, but bro is minuscule compared to these guys. Also, I have no idea what grade they're in. I don't know if it's high school or middle school. No idea. I'm guessing it's middle. It's gotta be middle school, right? Anyways, Mark catches this ball. Mark? What? Mike catches this ball. but he's running the wrong way because, you know, he is not a football guy. And honestly, that's okay. I would run the wrong way too. Actually, I wouldn't run at all. I have asthma. I would I would be dead. And he gets hit on the ground and he's like dreaming, I guess, of these aliens and he's like, "Oh, they're coming to take my brain. Oh, oh no." They want my brain. Also the bully. Dang, what a good diss.
I think they already took it.
Not. Never mind.
Huh?
We're cutting that out.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, after they check that he's like all good and all that, they kind of just walk away. But his family shows up. Loser! Loser! Anyways, so his family shows up, I guess to not make sure he's okay, because that's not what they do. They kind of just diss the crap out of him, being like, hey, you did a terrible job.
You'll never claim your varsity jacket by trying to score touchdowns for the other team.
And then they just leave. They're just they just leave him on the field, on the ground, in the middle of it. So it cuts to him being at home, and they show like him helping his sister with his homework to be like, oh, he's smart with computers. He's a computer genius.
What is a bioservice routine?
Bioservice routine is nothing more than an interrupt handler.
Are you sure?
And honestly, it comes across as just annoying and out of touch. But hey, that's not the 90s. What isn't? I don't know what I just said. Alright, so it cuts to his dad's room and he's looking at the stocks, I guess. I've never looked at the stocks, so I don't know if that's what it looks like. And the dad's computer just gets a pig on it for some reason. So he calls Mike, who's, you know, the tech genius of the house.
Mike!
And he's like, yo, what's going on with my computer? And Mike's answer is kind of like, oh, well, I'm doing this thing and it uses up all the RAM in the house. So, there's farm animals, I guess. Also, like, I don't think that's how RAM works. I don't think you drain it from other computers like that. It's like in the computer, right? I'm not a computer guy, really. So, I don't know, but I don't think that's how that works. Mike, also in the room with his father, discusses, he's like, hey man, I don't know if I want to do football. And the dad, like any caring and loving dad, says, yeah, you do.
Mike, I don't want to hear the word can't.
And I love me a good father that forces his dreams on his children. All right, so now it cuts to school. We're at school. The girl sits right by him in class, and he's like freaking out, like, what? And the bully, like, pulls out like a floppy disk or something. And he sends this thing to Mike's computer. And I also don't know if that's how that works. Why do they all have computers at their school also? Just sitting there. I guess everyone is computer geniuses in this film, I guess. So maybe Mike just isn't special at all, actually. Now that I think about it. Everyone's a genius and he just can't play football. Mike pulls out a floppy disk of his own that he has for some reason.
Yes! Do it, Mike. Make him suffer.
And you might wonder what's on it. Yeah, no, you guessed right. Good job, Nigel. I don't even know a Nigel. What was on his floppy disk was a love letter from his principal to his teacher. I don't know why he made that and why he's like had it like planned, but it's the 90s. And this teacher is like enamored, by the way. She leaves. She's just gone. And I don't really know why. I guess it's just like if you work here, if you're a teacher, you're in love with the principal. That's kind of how it works. So after the teacher leaves the room, Mike sends a virus or something to absolutely everyone's computer. And it's kind of weird. It's just this pig rolling in the mud. But then it's the bully's face on the pig's face. So we're back home, and Mike's sister is like, hey, the girl is here. to see you in your room. He does the coolest thing that any man would do. He climbs out of his treehouse and runs as fast as he can to his house, like his actual house. Also, this run edit is like completely unedited. This is how it looks in the movie. It's crazy, actually. Absolute diss, by the way, to say this boy's bedroom looks like a freak monster's laboratory, but I digress.
It's like Frankenstein's lab in here. Did you build all these?
Mike talks about how he's better, like, doing things by himself.
I'm better at stuff when I'm on my own. The whole team thing kind of confuses me, I guess.
So maybe that's why he sucks at football. Honestly, what a lame answer. I'm bad at teamwork. That's gonna suck on a resume, bud. Trust me. Well, don't trust me, because I'm actually great with teamwork. If you're listening, future boss, you hired the right guy. But anyway, Caitlin, I can't remember if I said her name before, but the girl's name is Caitlin. She's like, hey, I saw you were good with tech because you hacked everyone's computer in the classroom. Would you want to help me with the Halloween dance that I'm a part of? And obviously Mike is like, I'm better at doing stuff on my own. So we get this cool team up montage, I guess, that in my opinion takes way too long, but whatever. It's the 90s.
You're a genius.
It's gonna work.
We make such a great team.
Who'd have thought?
Like, I genuinely skipped so much of that. It was like 4 minutes long. Anyways, the bully guy comes up, and I just want you to know, okay, full preface, these characters do have names, but I did not care enough to remember any of the names other than Mike and Caitlin, and I've already called him Mark once. So the bully kid asks if Caitlin wants to go out for dinner, and she's like, I could eat, you want to come, Mike? And he's like, I did not invite Mike. So Mike punches back with an absolute heater of an insult.
Who said to go with you anyway, Schreibner? I'm busy, you know? I don't have time like you to stuff myself with some greasy hamburger. But you know what? Go ahead. Put on a few. Clog up your arteries. Graduate from halfback to fullback.
He got him. He got him good. So they leave, and we cut to later in the night, and the bully comes back because he hated that diss so much, he decides to sabotage the entire dance, and ruin the fun for everyone, because of a burger diss. But you know what? Honestly, no, that's messed up. That's messed up. Why'd he do that? All right, so we come to the dance, and Mike decides to do a little speech or something at the beginning for some reason. I don't know. If it were me, I would just want to start dancing, but let the little nerd talk, I guess.
Just wouldn't make it.
How'd he do that? How'd he just make flowers teleport out of nowhere? I don't think technology can just do that, but all right, pal. So everyone's dancing, and it's cool. Cool dance. Everyone's getting their groove on. Costumes kind of look stupid. If I were there, I'd have a cooler costume, but it's fine. I wasn't invited, so it's okay. And the bully is here to hack everything and ruin it. And also, this kid is way too excited for it. Bro is salivating over Bully Man just ruining this party, and I really don't see what's up with that.
Push the button. No, please push the button.
But then again,
it is the 90s.
Also, I don't really see how hacking caught things on fire and blew stuff up, but it happened. And the teacher comes to the rescue with the fire extinguisher because, you know, it's on fire in a school system. I feel like you should want to get rid of the fire so it doesn't spread throughout the entire school. And Mike is like, no, stop it. But whatever. He did work on it, so I guess that's somewhat valid. And she sprays him with the fire extinguisher. And I guess everyone just thought it was hilarious. And he was embarrassed with, like, to heck. So he runs out. He's out of there. Doesn't even try to fix anything, or nope, he just gives up and leaves. And now we're back to where we started. That felt really cringe. Now we're back to where we started. No. Okay. And now we're back to where we started, with it storming outside, and he sends his little message. But what we see now that we didn't at the beginning is the satellite actually just blows up. But hey, it's cool, I guess. And the next shot is kind of like back at school, and he walks up to Caitlin, and honestly, she handles the entire situation horribly. I feel like the entire school thing wasn't that big of a deal, and she acts like it was the weirdest thing ever.
What?
So does he, though. So, I mean, whatever.
Nothing.
Great conversation. I don't know why they added that part of school, because it just cuts right back to the treehouse, and he's like chilling or whatever. And you'll never guess who shows up. That's right. The talking dog.
How did you get in here, boy?
Please don't touch.
That I never mentioned, because it was a surprise. Are you surprised? Do you like my surprise? Was it a good one? You can say yes. So this dog is an alien dog that can talk, you know. And he's kind of like, hey, man, I got your message. So let's get you out of here. Let's get off of this planet.
We have to go.
Go where?
Off this planet.
So Mike isn't buying it. He's over here like freaking out still. So he leaves, and honestly, I don't like that. I would not trust someone if they just said trust no one but me.
Please, trust no one but me.
That just doesn't sit right with me. All right, so we cut to his room. Got a meal check. Let's see what we're working with here. It looks like we got a burger and corn on the cob. I can't tell. Is that pickles? So this really gross looking goop guy. I'm calling him Goop Guy. So Goop Guy falls from Mike's ceiling. He's another alien, and he's actually a lawyer, and he's all like, hey man, I can help you with space law stuff, I think. I really don't understand why he's here. Mike gets a phone call from Caitlin to clear things up. And the entire time, Goop Guy is eating Mike's food, and he's being really, really gross and weird about it. And I'm not here for it.
Hello?
Mike, it's Caitlin.
Caitlin? I can do that.
It seems we can't even talk to each other.
Yeah, so Goop Guy kind of messed up the phone call, and she gets mad and hangs up on him.
Forget I called!
So Mike decides to go on a walk, and this dog comes back, and he's like, hey man, let's keep going. Let's go. Come on, let's go to space before more dangerous aliens come.
Pillsbury, I don't mean to nag, but we've really got to go.
Mike mentions Goop Guy to the dog, that he's a lawyer or whatever, and the dog sees this as a bad sign.
Some slime bucket alien lawyer. I don't even know how this happened.
What lawyer?
As a red flag, if you will. I don't know. Are there flags in space? Actually, there is. The moon has a flag. America. Anyways, now we got that debunked. There is definitely a red flag with this Goop Guy.
The bone was here already? Oh, I was afraid of this. Mike Pillsbury, you have opened up a can of worms.
Say that again.
Can of worms?
Say that again. So the dog explains to Mike that the reason why Earth hasn't seen any aliens at all is because we were under some sort of protection because our planet wasn't advanced enough to communicate with them. So Mike sending this message means that the other planets see Earth as advanced enough to communicate, and they're no longer just understood as a protected planet anymore. So now the entire planet's in danger, I guess. That's awesome. You know, that's pretty cool. So the dog's solution is like, hey, you should still come with me. You'd be safer. And Mike is like, well, nothing is going right with the dance or the girl or whatever. So he decides to leave with the dog to space. But first, he decides to go to Caitlin's house to apologize. And whenever he gets to her porch, this alien snail freak guy paralyzes him with his eyes or something. Shoe check with this guy. Bro has the kicks. Now the socks are kind of lackluster, but the shoes are cool. They remind me of my dad's shoes. So they can talk more privately. Cool shoe alien takes Mike and teleports him somewhere else. He talks to him about this business plan to try to like make him famous or something. I'm gonna be honest, I've watched this movie like at least 4 times now and I still don't really understand it completely, but that's okay. Because it's for kids, they probably understand things better than I do. But because the alien cool shoe guy teleported Mike to the other side of the street, he misses his chance to talk to Caitlin, and she shuts the door on him. And he's not happy about that. He also denied the dude's offer. So it cuts to Mike eating dinner with his family, and he asks his parents if he was adopted.
Would you tell me if I were adopted?
Is everything all right?
And I'm slightly concerned with how his dad just isn't telling him no.
Even if you were adopted, we would love you just as much.
I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, the next scene, back at the treehouse, and more aliens pop up, and they're all trying to get him to sign contracts because apparently Mike's famous in space now because of his one little message. I don't know, I feel like in space you'd be getting a lot of messages.
Let's cut to the chase. You need a friend, Pillsbury.
So Mike does the only reasonable thing, and he packs up and gets ready to leave with the aliens. He met them just today, but there is new friends now. But before he's able to leave, Caitlin shows up at the house. He apologizes about the dance, and he says something very heartwarming and very sweet for a 90s movie.
For a while, you gave me a feeling that no one else ever did.
What was that?
That I belonged here.
Anyways, after that little sweet exchange, Mike and Caitlin and his friend, who's also there, they all leave and go to the backyard, and all the aliens leave the treehouse. They dip because the biggest, baddest alien pulled up.
Thode, the worst worm is about to crawl out of the can you opened up.
He's not here to mess around. No one likes him and they're all scared of him. Also, I think I forgot to mention this. Aliens have portals, by the way. That's how they travel. They don't have UFOs or anything. They use portals, and I don't really understand that. I think it was just I really don't get it. So the whole point of this big bad alien, the Thode, is he collects the finest specimens of each planet and he stores them. And so that's kind of what he's here to do, because he's just a little collector, kind of like a rock collection, but with people. Don't do that, by the way. I don't condone collecting people and putting them in exhibits like a zoo. Disclaimer. They all decide to leave, but the little brother sees this and he's like, oh, this is awesome. Get me in on this. And he climbs up the ladder and the dude freaking like yoinks him. He's gone. And he gets pulled through the portal, and the portal disappears. The little kid is either in a cage or he's eaten. Either way, he's gone forever. Roll the credits. Oh, never mind. He's thinking of a plan. So I guess they're gonna go save him.
I've got an idea.
What are you thinking of?
A plan.
So they get the bully here in his backyard because Mike's plan is to get the bully to be the bait to get the Thode to come back and make the portal again and kidnap him, because he was the finest specimen that Mike could think up of, was a little kid football player.
Because you were born to be a hero. We're on the same football team. And because we're on the same side, same school, same town, same planet. And because I dare you.
Let me tell you, that one last reason, that would have gotten me to join their plan instantly. Anyways, the plan works, and the Thode kind of uses his thing, and he like pulls him in. They all jump through the portal. That's cool, I guess. Oh, the Thode's probably an adult, isn't he? This is not looking good for him. So the bully and the kid find out that they're in a cage that looks exactly like Mike's backyard. I don't know how the Thode came up with that so fast. I guess he was just like, oh, well, this is the only place on Earth that I've seen ever. So this has to be their natural habitat. Every part of Earth looks like this, for sure. But fear not, because Mike and co make it through the portal. And so they're creeping around, find another cage. And it's the aliens that look exactly like the ones from Mike's story.
They're just like in your story, Mike.
How did he know about that? I really don't understand. anything about this movie. So the kids find the other kids in the cage, but apparently it's soundproof and they can't hear them. And behind them is the Thode, and we get to see him for the very first time. I wonder what he looks like.
Can't hear.
Very astute.
That's right. A businessman. I expected more, but he looks really normal. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna kidnap you guys too now, and you're also gonna go in that cage. Oh, holy crap. Whoa. So he's Yoshi now. That's a cool superpower, I guess. You also get to see him rip his shirt because he's transforming. I don't know why he had a first form that was very human-like. If he just transforms into this, I don't know why they just didn't start with that. So the little brother starts telling the alien stories that Mike told him whenever they were in the treehouse.
But he never really felt like he belonged. He never really felt that he had any friends.
Kind of sounds like Mike made it up about himself, doesn't it?
Oh wait, you're telling me there's a story about an alien and he's a loser and he's alone and he doesn't fit in and nobody likes him? That kind of sounds like Mike. Like, what the heck, dude? We shoot back over to the kids running from the Thode, and we get to see this guy's true form.
Maybe we could discuss this.
Let's just say he's not looking the hottest. I prefer businessman. He was way more attractive back then. So the kids trap the Thode in this cage in his own lair. So I'm a little confused by that because it's like, would he not know about this cage right above him? I feel like he would be like, oh wait, this is where I keep my big cage that is on the ceiling. Better step like 3 feet over to the side. But whatever, the kids steal his key and they head over to unlock the gang. But Mike wants to make a pit stop first over to his favorite aliens. He might like them more than the kids, which is kind of messed up. They don't really know how to use the rock key thing yet, and this one, Mike's favorite alien, just starts speaking through his mind, I guess. I really don't know. And then Mike is like, I got it. I know how to use this now. So he unlocks the cage of Mike's favorite alien that he loves more than the little kids. And then he goes over and he frees his friend's little brother and the bully that is trapped. Because I guess he has to, you know. He's known them longer than this stranger alien that is his favorite all of a sudden. So they grab the kids and then they start running. But before Mike does this weird thing to this like table of crystals, and they never explain what it does. I really don't understand. He was just like, wait, I have to do something else. And then he just waves this rock around these like red orange crystals. So they get back to Earth, but since the portal's not gone, they realize, oh, the Thode's following us. So the dog guy is like, oh, bro, let me just call the police real quick.
The police?
So the dog is like, hey Mike, stall while I keep trying to call the police. So the Thode pulls up, and I guess Mike's idea of stalling is just straight up insulting this really strong big alien guy that's trying to kill you.
You're a big creep running around scaring little kids. News for you, sir. On this planet, we eat frog legs.
But fear not.
All right, Thode, hold it right there. Come where I can see it.
That's right. The cops show up, and let me tell you, it's always good to have the cops here in every single situation, ever. I will not regret that statement. What's weird to me, though, is the Thode didn't even, like, hold up a fight at all. Policeman just showed up, and the Thode was just like, all right, I'm done. Like, I don't know, imagine if that just happened everywhere, where the cops just showed up, and it's like, yeah, no, I give up. I'm good.
Don't say a word.
So the Thode gets arrested, and the police guy is like, what's going on?
You care to tell me what happened here?
And so all these kids explain to him, I guess. But that doesn't matter, because we're back at football. So Mike is on the bench, and the dog pulls up. and he's all like, hey man, we fixed everything. Earth is protected again by everyone else because you're stupid or whatever. And he's all like, hey man, do you still wanna go to my dog planet and hang out? But Mike, the wise boy he has become, decides to stay back on Earth because even though he feels out of place, it's still his home. And that's okay to feel different from everyone else.
Even though it doesn't always feel like it. I guess it's where I belong.
So we get this really cool heartfelt scene where the dog is like, hey man, you can scratch behind the ears. Even though not once in the entire movie Mike talked about at all wanting to do this whatsoever. But let's see it. I'm excited to see how heartfelt and cool this is. Okay. So the dog leaves his whoa, what the heck? So the dog leaves in his own little portal thing, you know, because they were too lazy to give him all ships, I guess. And it's kind of more lame, but whatever. And we're back to football. And he's on the ground again in a pile-up that's quite literally the entire team. I feel like that's kind of a crazy statement to be like, yeah, I get beat up every single day I'm here and I'm having a bad time. I'm suffering and there's no benefit to this for me whatsoever. But it's where I belong. So I'm going to stay here, even though this is a choice and an extracurricular activity that I don't have to do. But all right, man. I mean, I guess you're friends with the bully now, so it's all good, whatever. Also, he still looks smaller than absolutely everyone on the team, and he looks so lost all the time. Like, maybe he's gotten so many concussions that he just forgets he's bad at football. I really don't know. The movie ends with him playing football, and the girls cheering for him. And you know what? What did we learn about this movie? That it's okay to not always fit in, and no matter what, that you still have a place with the people that you love, no matter what. No, that's not it at all. What, were you not watching the movie? It's obviously do what your dad wants you to do, despite what you want, and stay on that football team because Tom Brady, that's the only football. Travis Kelce, Lamar Jackson. But yeah, do whatever your dad wants you to do, no matter what you want, to fulfill his dreams and stay on that football team because hike. Anyways, that was the movie. I'm glad that I'm done with it. I've actually kind of been sitting on this for 2 weeks now, just because I never gotten around to recording it. But you know, I'm a little college boy, so I am kind of busy, and I just wanted something else to do while I'm here. Also, my brothers were editing this, so pop off Brant. It gives him something to do. So, you know, it's kind of like one of those symbiotic relationships, like the rhino and the bird on top eating all the ticks. But Brant's the bird with the ticks because I don't like bugs. And I'm the rhino because rhinos are cool. So, but yeah, anyways, I hope you like this. Don't expect a video anytime soon. I'm gonna do this whenever I feel like it, and it's not like I have an audience anyways, so it doesn't even matter. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I did. I really don't know if I enjoyed that movie after watching it like 6 times. That was crazy. Bye.